to gravity. Let's say, the arch over there. You see that the travertine with the blocks and what happened. The Romans, they put a wooden model and they started to put the blocks from the right and the left, going up. Actually, the last part, they go inside, that's the keystone, the big block you see in the middle. So the arch and the Colosseum is standing just thanks to the pressure, thanks to gravity. If you remove it, so the keystone, that's a problem because all the building feels collapse, so feels up. And not far from here, there are some remains, old remains about the school of the gladiators, where, let's say, over that direction. If you have a walk around there, you can see them, bricks. But the training school was there. So the Ludus Magnus. And it was like this. Okay. Allora, ciao. Let's go. So let's say that the Ludus Magnus on the left, 2 steps from the Colosseum. On this side there was an hospital and the cemetery. Why? Because the arch, you see there, was the exit for the losers. So the criminals who were killed, and also the gladiators who lost the game and left the Colosseum from there. Then you see the sign, the cross, and Amphitheatrum Flavium. So that's the original name of the building. This is some names about the popes. Let's say Clemente X. He was the one, Clemens, who consecrated the Colosseum in 1650. So the Colosseum is an holy place, and the Colosseum is still in use as a church. On Good Friday, the Pope gets in the building. There is the Via Crucis, starting from the Vatican, sent to the Basilica, and ending inside the Colosseum. Take a picture if you want, and then we'll go inside. So now we go where the cross is. So from here we go to the left. But to go upstairs, those are the stairs. We are staying together to visit the ground floor. Then you have free. So if you want to take pictures upstairs, take those stairs, okay? Just pass by the toilets, so in case you need to come back this way, okay, and to the right. Now. You want to take a picture or go here? 2 minutes. Go by the cross. Okay? 2 minutes.
Por ahí entraba.
So the walls that today you see uncovered were covered by a wooden stage that was then covered by a sandy layer, which means in Latin arena. That's the meaning of the word arena. The word gallery. Each gallery was used for a purpose. It was made and then finally ended up in this cave. The cave was inside an elevator. Counted at least 64 cases that were corresponding.
Es la cosa sin batería. Ahora justo. Ya tiene una panorámica.
Esto de
no sé, yo soy en inglés, en español no sé qué hora será. Pero tiene que ser a las 11 o a las 12 de la mañana.
Puesto las escaleras en el
Por ahí ya ves. Yes, I live in the Colosseum, so you can walk.
Okay, ready?
Just to move up,
Follow me.
that more men who handle the sales from the camera. That is why
Yes. The Palatine and the Roman Forum. Not today, not today. Okay, try to come closer. Now, we saw the 4 levels from the outside. What happened? The levels were divided per social class. So the ones who were on the first level, so where we are now, were the VIPs, emperors, ambassadors, Vestal virgins, senators, and actually their seats were above us. There was like a slope. On the slope, marble seats. The second level was reserved to the high class, so knights, teachers, so wealthy people, marble seats. The third level was just for the slaves and poor people, the low class. That's why they had marble seats. The very top is just on this side, as we saw before. On the very top there was a portico, so there were columns, there were statues, no seats. So all the people who were up there were standing. And the ones on the top were women. All the women on the very top, except the Vestal virgins that were here, they were like goddesses. That's why they were allowed to stay together with a man. Now they were standing, the ones on top, I mean. That's why we have an average about how many people came in the Colosseum. We say from 50,000 spectators to 72,000 spectators, like a stadium today. There are people, professors, archaeologists, saying that the Colosseum could accommodate up to 85,000 spectators. That's a lot, but there was a bigger building in Rome, famous because of a movie and because of the chariot races, Ben-Hur. Now, if you go there, there is just an empty valley, and maybe the 3% of the building is left. So the chariot races were in the Circus Maximus, and that building started in the 6th century BC, much bigger than the Colosseum. The Circus Maximus could accommodate up to 300,000 spectators. Now follow me, we go this way, take this, watch the stairs.
I notice it's smooth.
Hasta los leones. Hasta los leones. Ay, otro vez.
another arch, which is actually missing. What used to be the uniform arch. So that was the entrance for all the gladiators, and the women, which is slaves, were women, used to fight in the Colosseum, and also elephants, giraffes, so huge animals came in from the triumphal arch. There were the cages just outside. Triumphal arch because it was the exit for the winners. Now look over there where the stage is. There was a concert yesterday. That's why all the seats and the lights there. But anyway, that is just a small reconstruction about the stage. We have no evidence about the original stage. Why? Because they used wood and sand.
This way and this way.
The original stage was the picture on the left. So actually the corridors, the tunnels, so before were covered. The stage was on top. Arena. The skeleton made of wood covered with sand for hygienic reasons, to absorb the blood of the animals and the blood of the gladiators. Around the stage there was a net. Why? Because when the animals were used for the games in the Colosseum, they didn't feed the animals for weeks, for 3 weeks. So they were angry and hungry animals. So what happened? The animals, imagine, could jump on the seats where the emperor was, where the senators were. To avoid that, they put the protection, so the net, the iron net. What was underground? So the backstage were the corridors, the 15 corridors, and the situation was like this. There were cages where the animals were kept. There were elevators, 28 elevators, connected to 28 trap doors, which used to be on the stage. That was for the surprise, the special effect. And down there, 1,000 slaves working for the games. There were, let's say, the slaves holding the light, so all torches or oil lamps, because down there, no windows, no doors. There were the slaves who had to synchronize all the movements, because, for example, the animals had to be moved, come out all together. And there were the slaves taking care about the animals. Now imagine they were hungry animals, hungry and hungry, so the situation for them wasn't so nice. They had to lead the animal to the cage, to the cage. And on the left, the elevator, you see the slaves, 8 or 10 slaves turning the poles to lift up the cage where the animal was, and the animal coming out from the trapdoor. Now, where the stage is, you see also on my right, the seats. There is a small reconstruction about the original seats. Mussolini, the Italian dictators, anyway, the seats were going all the way around. So the first, the second, the third, and the top of the because if you have the shots to go closer, on the seats there are some numbers, descriptions of names, because the VIPs, the senators, for example, they used to reserve these seats. You know also that there were people, some spectators, doing graffiti early in the game. They came in the Colosseum early morning and they stayed here all day long, so from the morning to the afternoon. So there were people eating, drinking, imagine vendors. There were people selling food, selling drinks in the Colosseum. There were people fighting, gambling, and there were people doing graffiti. Graffiti representing the gladiators. Now let's move, let's go there. So we don't stop. Even those are original. This one or the other one, the ones behind you. What's that? Original seat. What about the games? Early morning, the animals. So the venaciones. There were no venaciones in the Colosseum. animals coming from the north of Africa, from Asia, from Europe, all over the Roman Empire. Lions, tigers, bears, crocodiles, elephants. You know how expensive the animals were? A lion, so coming from the north of Africa, was about 600,000 sesterces, so meaning 2 million euros, just one. When Titus did the games for 2 months, 100 days, they killed 5,000 wild animals. So imagine how much it spent. But actually it was the political propaganda to have the votes and the favor of the people. Then the Flavian family came after Nero, so they had to do that. Anyway, during the Venationes, the animals fighting each other, there were also some hunting games. So it was an hunter, again a gladiator, against an animal. You see the trees. There was the environment, the set. When the animals were on the stage, they tried to recreate the habitat of the animals. So lakes, trees, mountains, hills, all those things, the set was underground. There were sliding machines to lift up all the set. This was in the morning. But then what happened? At noon, lunchtime, the criminals were killed in the Colosseum. And there were 2 ways how they used to do that. The first option, the one who decided, was the emperor. However, the third option was called Damnatio ad Bestia. Bestia was the enemy, like a beast. They put the criminal on the stage, no weapons, no shield, together with a lion with a tiger, who was given a chance to survive. And the other option was called Damnatio ad Gladius. Gladius, the sword. So the meaning was cutting his head off. And the gladius is so important why? Because from that word, gladius, gladiator, the name of the fighters, the name, the general name. The gladiators came in on the stage in the afternoon. That was the climax. Everybody was waiting for them, for the gladiators. They had specific names. In these 2 pictures, you see the Cyrus, the one on the left, and Secutor, the one on the right. You see they were different. They were different depending on the weapons they were using, on the skills, the fighting techniques, so they were all different. The one on the left, for example, was the weak gladiator because he had no protection, but he had 3 weapons, a trident, an ironet, and a dagger. The other one, the strong, the Secutor, so the one with the helmet, with the shield, and the gladius, the sword. So 29 kinds of gladiators. There were slaves, there were prisoners, criminals, and there were some volunteers. So people belonging to the high class, they decided to become gladiators. Why? They were a little bit crazy, but even because if they were really good, they were popular, they had a lot of women, a lot of money, they earned money from the games, winning the games. And what about the fights? The games lasted about 15-20 minutes until one of the fighters was bad injured. So,
Senta, ma il signore è con lei? Questo signore? Ma lui lo può fare?
Sta arrivando a me.
E non si può fare, deve fare un soldo, anche se riprende lei non si può fare nulla.
okay, you